Yes, people, UFC 324's just finished. What a card it was. And hidden behind these rectangles, I've got what fights I'd make next, starting with Nikita Krylov versus Billy Elkalina. Now, Nikita Krylov's obviously coming off that lovely third round buzzer beater finish over Modestas Bukauskas. I had Modestas on that one, but great performance from Krylov. He would have won the decision anyway, but managed to get that buzzer beater finish in the third. Now, Biddy's fighting Junior Taffa in 2 weeks. In a week's time, sorry. I think just Biddy's going to get the W over Taffa, giving him a 3-fight win streak, only having a loss to Bogdan Guskov before that. No shame in that. Guskov's a good opponent. I think it makes sense. They're on the same schedule. They'll both be coming off a win. Elkalina will be coming off 3 wins. Krylov will be coming off, including this performance tonight over Modestas. Krylov's he's last lost to Bogdan as well. I think this fight really makes sense, guys. Both last lost to Bogdan Guskov. Billy's a little bit lower down on the rankings, but obviously he's on a higher win streak. I think that fight makes a lot of sense, guys. Let me know what you think. Is that the best matchup for Nikita Krylov next? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, next up, people, we've got Modestas Bukauskas versus Junior Taffa. Now, I know you might say, well, that's a bit easy, isn't it? You're just having Modestas and Krylov who just fought each other. Fight Taffa and Elkalina who just fought each other. And I'll be honest, it was a little bit easy, but it still makes sense to me. Like I say, they're on the same schedule. I've got a feeling Taffa's going to lose this upcoming bout against Billy. So that'll put Taffa on a 2-fight losing streak. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that fight makes sense, guys. Maybe get Modestas back in the win column. I think that should be an easy win for Modestas, but I might eat my own words there after tonight, guys. What do you think, guys? I think that makes lots of sense, guys. Let me know what you think on them 2 fights. Or would you have them fight other opponents? Let me know in the comments. Now, Ateb Gautier coming off that disappointing performance against Puliev. I thought Gautier should fight D-Rod. Now, I know D-Rod is probably a little bit off a schedule for Gautier. And I know Gautier also called out Roman Vittori, of all people. Marvin Vittori, of all people. But I think this would be quite a fun matchup, guys. Let me see when D-Rod last fought. D-Rod. I think it was a fair while back. I seen something about D-Rod maybe being in like a Mexican jail or something like that, people. God knows about that one, but... Right, guys. We last seen D-Rod in July last year against Kevin Holland. Wow, and he's riding a 3-fight win streak as well. Fought in May, then July. He's fairly active. And then just not seeing anything of him. It's a weird one, guys, but if D-Rod decides to appear out of whatever hole he's hiding in, I think that'd be quite a fun fight. Gautier versus D-Rod. After not looking that great tonight, I think that'll be a bit more of a test for Gautier. Now, Rose Namajunas obviously losing to Natalia Silva last night. I thought this fight makes a lot of sense, people. Jasmine Javicius, I actually spoke to her on Instagram. She's a really lovely person. Big shout out to Jasmine. Helped me out with something. Yeah, really, really lovely person. Couldn't thank her enough. But yeah, I think this one makes a lot of sense, guys. Obviously, Jasmine was riding that really nice 5-fight win streak with some good names in there. Bueno Silva, Jessica Andrade, losing to Manaforia in round 1, but I literally said to her, there's no shame in that loss. Manaforia's arguably going to be a future champion. Jasmine Javicius arguably could be a future champion as well. I think this fight makes a lot of sense, guys. Rose coming off a loss. Jasmine obviously coming off a loss as well. They're in quite a similar place in the rankings, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think this one makes sense, guys. Let me know. What do you guys think? Should Rose be? Is this too big of a step down for Rose after just getting that loss against Natalia? Or does this make sense? I think this one makes a lot of sense, guys. Now, this one's not covered. You can see this one at the top. Derek Lewis. I hope Derek Lewis is all right. He had some big shots from Waldo Cortez in that loss. But I thought it makes sense. Bit of a fun matchup. Someone Waldo Cortez has also beat. I've got Derek Lewis versus Ante Deleja. Now, Deleja, as I say, coming off that weird loss to Waldo where it looked like he'd almost won. And then, he's got an upcoming fight, to be fair. It looked like he almost won. And then they stopped the fight and then they carried the fight on. Never seen anything like it before. But he's got an upcoming fight with Sergey Spivak, only a couple of weeks away. So, how about the winner of Sergey Spivak versus Deleja fights Derek Lewis? I wouldn't be mad at seeing either one of them guys fight Derek Lewis, people. I think that'd be a really fun matchup. Whoever wins that one, Derek coming off a loss, obviously a bit higher up in the rankings. These fellas a bit lower down in the rankings, but if they get a win, makes sense to me, people. There's not a lot at heavyweight. You guys know this. Now, another two people that actually fought on the same cards that I think would make sense fighting each other. Yadong, who I thought won 3 rounds against O'Malley. I still need to rewatch that fight because people are saying that it's a robbery as well. Some people are saying that what are people talking about? That was clearly O'Malley's. Now, Figueiredo obviously losing to Umar, didn't have a lot to answer for Umar, but I think the fight with Yadong would be a lot more of a fun fight, guys. I think they'd keep it on the feet. I think there'd be some nice exchanges. Both got good boxing when they want it. Obviously, Yadong, I thought Yadong looked really good tonight. I'm really surprised he didn't get the victory. They're going to be on the same schedule, obviously. The fight beforehand, Derek Lewis, Sergey Spivak and Deleja, they're on a similar schedule as well. So I think these all make sense, guys. The only people that aren't on a similar schedule is arguably Jasmine Javicius and D. Robin Gautier. But everyone else on pretty much the same schedule, guys. I think these are all making sense. Let me know what you think so far, guys. These making sense, or who else would you have fight instead? Now, Natalie Silva coming off that lovely win over Rose Namajunas. Who else but Shevchenko? You've got to give Natalie Silva the title fight after that performance. Cementing the win over the ex-champion Rose Namajunas. Shevchenko's obviously got that win against Whaley. I thought Whaley was going to win that one, but size played a big factor in that, unlike the Islam Makhachev JDM fight. The win over Forio, the win over Grasso, the draw over Grasso, which is arguably a win. A lot of people seeing that for a win for Shevchenko. And the loss to Grasso, that was clearly a loss. She got submitted. But guys, who else but Shevchenko for Natalie Silva? Natalie Silva's riding a 7-fight win streak now, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-fight, 8. Jasmine Javicius in there, some solid names in there as well. Jasmine Javicius, Vivian Arroyo, Jessica Andrade, Alexa Grasso. That's 3 ex-champions there. Jessica Andrade, Alexa Grasso, and Rose Namajunas. 3 ex-champions before facing the actual champion. You got to give it up for Natalie Silva, people. She's done wonders since joining the UFC. Been on an unreal run. Let's see that title shot next for Natalie Silva, people. Who else would fight Shevchenko anyway, guys? I think there's not a clearer number 1 contender than Natalie Silva. Now, guys, moved them all away for a sec. Arnold Allen losing to Gene Silva. I didn't think he'd look too disappointing, but obviously not the. I thought we'd see a bit more from Allen, and it didn't look the best at the end of the fight when Gene Silva decided to go surfing on Allen's back. But I don't know what you think about this one, guys. Obviously, a big step down in the rankings, but Kevin Vallejos obviously coming off that lovely knockout win over Giga Chikadze. Only a couple months ago, I've just seen Josh Emmett. You know what's funny, people? I was going to say Josh Emmett or what's it called? I think has Arnold Allen fought Josh Emmett before. I'm not 100% sure. I was gonna say Josh Emmett or Kevin Vallejos. People, I didn't even realize they got a fight coming up. Has he fought Arnold Allen? Doesn't look. It doesn't look like it. Cancelled bout between Arnold Allen, guys. So here, this is another one that makes sense, people. On the same schedule, couple months apart, fighting in March, but not a million miles away. Guys, winner of Kevin Vallejos versus Josh Emmett to fight Arnold Allen. I've got Kevin Vallejos here because I just thought that'd be a really fun striking matchup. Obviously, they're going to keep it on the feet. Not a lot of grappling. I reckon that'd be a really fun fight. But guys, Josh Emmett, big power puncher. That'd be a really fun fight as well, people. So, a bit similar to the Derek Lewis, Delija situation with Delija or Spivak, whoever wins that fight Derek Lewis. Just imagine Spivak's here as well. Whoever wins is here. Same thing for Leos and Josh Emmett, people. Whoever wins that fight, give them the Allen fight. I think that makes loads of sense, people. What do you think? Let me know. Now, guys, I think this one makes a lot of sense as well. We've got Wilder coming off that lovely knockout win over Derek Lewis. And we've got Jailton Almeida, who's coming off a loss to Volkov, if I'm not mistaken. Decision loss to Volkov. There we go, people. Decision loss to Volkov. He's actually got a fight with Kuniev coming up. Could we argue the same thing, people? Winner of Almeida Kuniev gets to fight Waldo. I think that makes a lot of sense, people. Almeida, I'm not the biggest fan of Almeida, I'll be honest, people. It was really satisfying watching Curtis Blades get that finish over him. I'll be so real after some boring nights watching the main event. But guys, another two people who fought on the same cards. We've just done we have done a switcheroo with these two people. Umar versus Sean O'Malley. Now, I think this is going to be a clear number one contenders fight. Whoever wins this should face the winner of Merab versus Jan after they have their trilogy. I still think that's the fight to make next for the title. Merab deserves that rematch and obviously making it the trilogy. Is it still a rematch if they've had 3 fights? I don't know. But Merab deserves to get that fight back anyway. I think Jan's still going to come out on top again, but Merab deserves that shot after everything he done last year. 4 title defenses. Yeah, different gravy, people. Now, guys, Gene Silva coming off that, I hate to see it, nice win over Arnold Allen. I thought, why not? He's got a win. Send him back up in the rankings again. I've got Gene Silva versus Aljamain Sterling, people. Now, Aljamain Sterling's, I think he's ranked 6 in the rankings, if I'm not mistaken. 7th, sorry. Ranked 7th in the rankings. He's coming off a win over Ortega, so you could argue maybe he should be looking up. But I think if Aljo wants to cement himself as get himself up there in title contention again, he's got to fight Gene Silva. I think that'd be August. They're going to be a little bit off schedule though, people. A little bit off schedule. I'm not 100% sure about that one. Guys, who would you have Gene Silva fight next? Look really good against Allen? Let me know. I said Aljo. That was a bit of a not too sure one, to be honest, people. But let me know who you would have Gene Silva fight. Now, guys, second to last fight, we've got Justin Gaethje coming off that amazing performance against Paddy Pimblett. First card of the year, and arguably we've got the fight of the year already. But guys, if Ilia Topuria is fit and ready, what other fight to make than Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria at the White House? It's a no-brainer, people, surely. No-brainer. But yeah, that depends if Ilia's fit and well. If Ilia's not fit and well, do you look at Arman Tsarukyan fighting for the interim belt against Justin Gaethje? Or do you start looking at the winner of the BMF belt, Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway, to fight for the interim title? I think it all depends if Ilia gets back and sorts his issues out and we see him back in there, guys. Now, guys, to finish off, Paddy Pimblett, what a performance. No shame in that loss. I see a lot of people saying Paddy Pimblett versus Rafael Fiziev. I thought, why not have Benoit Saint Denis? He's got an upcoming fight. I'm pretty sure he's fighting Rafael Fiziev, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Benoit coming off that lovely win over Beneil Dariush, lovely win over Marcus Riffy. Sorry, people. He's got a fight with Dan Hooker coming up next week. So, guys, if Benoit manages to get the win over Dan Hooker, I'm thinking that's making a lot more sense than the Fiziev fight, people. He's on a 4-fight win streak, obviously just coming off the loss to Renato Moicano and Dustin Poirier. No shame in any of them losses. But, people, if he gets the win over Hooker, I think you've got to start looking at that. And, obviously, all the stuff that's gone on with Paddy and Hooker, if Hooker gets the win, are we going to see a Hooker versus Paddy fight, people? I reckon either one of their matchups would be super fun. Paddy showing how tough he was in this fight against Gaethje. And wow, people. Yeah, there's some really fun matchups there. What do you think, people? Are we going to see any of these matchups? Is it ludicrous? Do these make sense? Let me know in the comments. UFC 324, guys, it's going to be hard to top that next week. I know we've got an amazing card. Lopez versus Volk, rematching, fighting for the belt again. People, wow, what a card. What a way to start the year. Wow, what an absolutely amazing night of fights. Right, thank you so much, people. The support's been immense. Big love. Nala's there sleeping. She's absolutely shattered from watching all them fights. But thank you so much, everyone. Peace and love, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love, people.